Oh, wait, before you turn it on.
I don't rap, oui. I don't rap, no. I don't rap, oui. I don't rap, no. I don't rap, I see the band bon. I don't rap, oui. I don't rap, no. I don't rap, I see the band bon.
Welcome, one and all, to Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night.
It is Wednesday night. It's the night. It's the day.
It's Wednesday night. There's music playing. There's beers opening. We're enjoying some right now. We're enjoying this beer right now.
Yeah, we are. You know what?
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
To String Theory. Here's John and Chris and Ginger. It's a good night.
It is a good night.
It's always a good night. We get friends, we get hats, the lovely Gingers in the house.
Yeah.
We have great partners on the JP Cormier YouTube channel.
You do.
We have Boucher guitars, we have Levy's leather straps, we have G&G music, Citadel music,
Kaboom.
Yes, Opry music store,
Yeah.
Reed's music, K&K, Gallagher guitars, Recording King,
Yep.
Alvarez, Yeri, St. Louis music, Yamaha, James Martin instruments, Close guitars, Cody guitars, Orangewood guitars, Audio Sprockets, D'Addario the Arc, Apollo picks, Tone Right, Epiphone and Gibson, and Blue Chip picks. And guess what?
Yowza.
Who's coming on?
Who's coming on?
Tone Slab.
Tone Slab.
They are. They're sending me pics as we speak. And we are going to partake of the Slab of Tone.
Tone Slab.
Tone Slab.
The names keep getting more ridiculous, but it's all
But
good.
it's a great product.
Yeah.
And they're on their way to me as we speak.
Yeah.
And we're here.
Howdy, Hoss.
Howdy, Hoss.
In our Western finery.
In our Western finery.
Who's that? We got it's a little shout out to the Big Tan Door.
That's right.
Yeah.
And also our
Hippies everywhere.
our fine gentleman that provides all of this tie-dye gear we use at Stanfest and Kempshore.
Yeah.
And I find the camera angle's a bit high there, Ginger. I mean,
Really?
We're not really seeing.
Really?
Yeah, you know.
Is there something wrong?
Well, I don't know.
I think it's good.
Our eyes are up here.
Our eyes are up here.
Yeah, okay. Our eyes
are
up
right there.
Here. Yeah. I hate being objectified. That's not an attractive.
She said yes.
Oh.
I don't know why, but she did.
Nobody knows why.
It was that shoulder jive that did it. I was like,
She was drunk.
"You want to marry me?"
She's
like,
no.
"Maybe."
Yeah, she was drunk.
Yeah, she was pretty shit-faced.
Yeah.
What do you got in the jar of life tonight there, Mr. Coot?
Well, you'll just have to figure it out.
Oh, I'm enjoying that right now.
Yeah, you are.
There's always great things in the jar of life.
It is a good little. It's a mason jar. Fits right in anywhere.
So for Capo Corner, we have to do a double shout-out. Thank you. We have to do a double shout-out to... thank you. We have to do a double shout-out to... Thank you. We have to do a double shout... to, thank you. We have a double...
Yes, you were saying. Anyway, go on.
Lovely.
Fucking COVID.
It's not COVID, for fuck's sake.
Okay, thank you. Reset. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Double shout out to Gallagher Guitars.
Yes.
just put out the review for the GA60 Cedar Rosewood.
Mm-hmm.
Huge hit. Mm-hmm. Views are high. Mm-hmm. Upcoming Friday, we have a big video dropping.
Don't say droppings.
We have a big video dropping for our friends at Epiphone Gibson.
Yep.
And that's going to be cool. And then next week, just to give everybody a heads up, the new Close product that I'm going to review is going to be on. There's a lot going on. Lots of great stuff going
You'll be
on.
making videos like a madman.
I am. It's been a crazy week, and good to be back,
In the groove.
behind the camera with great guitars.
Yep.
That's the greatest
It's been a
thing.
busy summer.
It has.
It's hard to believe that, although summer isn't ending quite yet, it's kind of...
I was worried because last night Ginger's lovely mother, Peggy, was making Christmas plans. And I was...
Gotta be prepared.
And I thought, oh, shit.
Scheiselnacke.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's still August.
I know, and it's hot, and it's humid.
It is, but, when you're dressed appropriately for the heat,
Yeah.
like we are.
Like we are. You're cool as a cucumber.
That's right.
Or a psychedelic cucumber.
Which
Psychedelic, yeah.
Psychedelic
you're as cool as a cucumber that has taken
pot-bellied squash.
several hits of ecstasy
Yeah.
mixed with tequila.
Or, tequila. Not ecstasy.
No,
No, or anything psychedelic.
no.
Or,
Fruit flies.
speak for yourself.
I wish I had an apple to throw.
The first Kirsten goes to
None other than...
Eli Patrick.
Eli Patrick. Just saw
Hey.
his picture on Facebook this morning with his new banjo. I don't know if it must be new. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not, but it's a beautiful banjo. He's got a big tree of life up the fretboard. And
Nice.
He's looking badass. Got the fedora and the dark glasses. And
Nice.
love you, brother. You're the man. What are you saying today, buddy?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Bob Thompson guitars? And if so, what are your thoughts? I recently played one of his OMs, and it was easily the best OM that I've ever played.
Yeah, I am familiar with Thompson. If it's the same Thompson, it might not be. There's a Thompson guitar. Remember, Jen Allen's 12-string was a Thompson.
Was it really?
And
He had that for
I know, yeah. And I don't know if it's the same Thompson. But actually, it wasn't. There is I know the Thompson you mean. I'm
Southern
starting.
Thompson.
Yeah, it's an American Thompson, and I've never played one, but they are in the same echelon as Boucher, Gallagher, Hudson Dalton, Bourgeois, all those great boutique builders in the U.S. But they're just stunning guitars.
We're just trying to clear the fruit flies.
Next.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, here's a good call.
Yeah.
Are you really going to take this on air?
Hey, Guillaume, you're on the air. You're on the air, buddy. You're on the air live.
With Robin.
Oh my
It's Robin.
God! Guillaume de Silva and Robin Boucher live on the.
Wowza.
This was not planned, folks. Okay, you have the mic, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Oh, we are doing very well, my friend. Extremely
Hey, it's Robin Boucher.
well. Hey, you, J.P. Cormier, you made me cry.
Oh no!
Hey, what did you do with Glenn? You should never do it. You
Glenn.
before.
Yeah, I know, but I knew if I told you I wanted that guitar that you were going to give me some kind of a thing, and I was like, nope, gotta buy it.
And I'm sorry, Guillaume called the move during the weekend, and I was, at my daughter's home during this weekend, and she was preparing herself for for a trip in Italy.
Okay.
So Diane and I, we were a little busy.
Yes.
And Guillaume called me and said, "Hey, Robin, JB just posted the second part of the jumbo, that he reviewed." He said, "You should take a look at that." Oh yeah. But he's a busy man. Well, sorry, he got to it. But I took a look at the video only yesterday evening.
Oh God.
And when I saw it, oh my God, JP, I have no words.
Well,
I have no words. And
well, we love you. I love you with all my heart. You're one of the greatest men that I've ever met in this business, and I'm so proud that you guys are live on String Theory right now with all these people watching. Mm-hmm. I didn't know you were going to call me, and we talk about you so much now. Maybe people can understand just how kind-hearted, how big-hearted you are as a human being. It's awesome. I'm so glad you called us.
Mm-hmm. Well, JP, I can repeat exactly the same sentence that you said. You are such a nice guy. You play music, not just guitar. You are such a talented musician, but you play with the bottom of your heart, your soul. Every note that you do is so musical, and I'm so inspired by that. I always think I always tell myself I should make better guitars. Always better.
Well, Mr. Man, I don't know how you could make any better guitars.
No, sir.
That last jumbo, that guitar is just the most incredible instrument I've ever seen. I still just sit in here and play it and marvel at how incredible it is. And there's so many people now, Robin, through this channel, through our channel, that love you and love what you do. And I hope you feel that every single day. All the people that watch us. There's like 150,000 people every week that hit the channel. We just crossed over 23,000 subscribers. You know, there's a lot of people that really love you, and I hope you go to bed every night knowing that.
Robin, it's Chris.
JP, I guess they love you too.
Yeah. Hey, Robin, it's Chris. We've got to get up there, JP and I and Ginger, and bring all our viewers along and come and tour the facility up there and visit with you and Guillaume and bring all of the channel viewers along, because they'd love to see the process and meet both of you guys.
Well, the good news, Chris, is we're coming to you in October. And,
that's right.
That's a bit of it was supposed, I guess, to be a bit of a surprise, but since we're there, might as well share the news now.
Yep.
A couple of clinics at G&G Music and Citadel Music in their new store.
Yep.
So that would be awesome. And if you guys want to drop by the shop, it'll be an honor to have you guys. It'll be really cool.
And Guillaume and the maestro himself, Robin Boucher, will be sitting here at this table when they come down here. We're gonna have him. We're gonna have him here for String Theory, and man, that is gonna be absolutely magic.
Epic.
Magic. Epic.
I cannot wait.
Yeah. We're pretty.
That's
we're
gonna
pretty
be so
stoked.
much fun.
So we're gonna go back to the people watching. Now you've generated a whole bunch of questions. Now I guarantee it. And Robin, I love you with all my heart, and you, Guillaume, too. And you guys be safe, and we'll see you when you get here.
Love you, JP. Love you, Chris.
Love you.
See you guys. Can't wait to see you here.
See you,
Yeah,
Robin.
it'll be a lot of fun. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Love you, Maestro.
Bye-bye.
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 Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
guys.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's a little way to make a splash,
Holy
eh?
crap.
I guess the cat's out of the bag.
Well, damn.
Damn.
Wow.
Hey, the cat just
You know-
jumped off the ledge.
You know what? I bet you they couldn't see what we were wearing. Or they never would have called.
No.
No, I'm only kidding. He would. Robin
Yeah.
would, if he saw, when he will watch this. He'll laugh his ass off. That man is one of the greatest human beings that I have ever met in this business. He's just. You wait till he gets here.
I tell you one thing.
We're gonna have such a good night. That
G&G
night.
music.
Oh my God.
And Citadel Music
Yep.
are going to be packed.
Yep. And eventually, you know who else I want to get up? I want to get Dave Mathis up
Dave
from Gallagher.
Mathis.
Dave and
Yeah.
Raina, his wife. Same kind of people. I would look. Man, you want to talk about a master class?
Yeah.
If you had David and Robin in the same room,
Yeah.
ho ho ho.
Yeah.
It would just be incredible. It's just. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe that just happened. I didn't know they were going to call.
October, it's all going to come down.
Yeah, man. So there you go.
Yep.
If you didn't realize by now just how special a human being Robin is, there he is. That's
Do you
him.
think we'll
That's
have a
what
live-
he's like,
Do you
right?
think we'll have a live studio audience for
I
that one?
bet you we will.
I bet we'll have people coming out of the woodwork.
And when he called me to tell me that,
Yeah.
that he cried over that video, and he meant it.
Yeah.
That's why he called me. Him and Guillaume, God knows what they're doing. They're probably in the shop doing something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just such a great, what a great way to make a living this is.
Yeah.
To be involved with guys like that, and just, it's really fascinating to me. After all these years, I thought as I get older that my life would slow down and my career would slow down, and I wouldn't need to. It wasn't that. Yeah, I wasn't really that worried about. You worry about those things when
Yeah.
you're 20 and 30. You're like, what am I going to do when I'm 50? Right. My career has never been so good that I can do. I work with
kinda
guys.
sneeze.
Yeah, I know, you prick. And you work with guys like that, and you talk to them, and you talk to the Chris Meekles of the world, and
Yeah.
the Dave Mathis, and the Steve Piccone at Yamaha, and Terry Hume, and all the you work with these guys
Yeah.
who are just
James Martin.
You work with these guys, and they're all about just getting great instruments out to everybody, and the live performance now for me has almost become secondary, and I enjoy it more.
Well, it's tied up.
it more.
It's tied up more with the relationships
Right.
of the builders that
I
you're
walk
playing.
out on stage and I'm not carrying a guitar. I'm carrying a person.
Yeah. So you're carrying a
Whoever-
relationship.
Yeah,
with
I'm
it.
carrying
Yeah.
whoever built that guitar is the person. I'm carrying Robin. I'm carrying David. I'm carrying.
And
you
I
what
know
mean?
you say that you pick randomly, you grab something that to take with you for any given show, but I don't think you do. I think you say, I'm going to take Dave with me tonight. I'm going to
Yeah.
take Robin with me tonight, or
It's magic.
yeah.
I couldn't ask. I mean, I just couldn't. I mean, all of my heroes that I listened to and emulated all my life, they all had massive, fame and success and record sales and all these things. And I thought, I want to be that way. I want to be able to make records that will touch and go out to millions of people. And I didn't do that. Instead, I got this really loyal, small fan base of people all over the world. And I'd rather have that than a faceless throng of millions. I'd rather have the few 10, 20, 30,000 people or whatever it might be. I don't know how many records I've sold, a lot. But, there's a core base of people that know what I do. And now I'm getting to share with them that.
Well, and you can
people
tell
like
by
Robin-
Robin's voice
Oh, yeah.
that he's emotionally attached.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he
You know.
is. We've been together for
Yeah.
6 years, 7 years now. It's like the first moment I met him, that was our relationship. He just was just like that.
Yeah.
So Did Eli ever ask us? Yeah, he did. Thompson Guitars. So we better go on. And thanks to Robin. Sorry about that, but that was really special. Holy
Guillaume.
crap,
Yeah.
that was special. I never expected that in a million years. So, yeah.
Shit.
That was unnecessarily loud.
Oh.
Right in the mic.
Sorry, Ginger. We didn't mean that. Sorry. We didn't mean that.
Right in the ears.
Yeah. Good.
Next.
We have a super chat from Ian Rossiter.
Ian Rossiter.
Can you
That's
discuss
J-Hammer.
your rhythm guitar approaches for backing up fiddle tunes?
Oh, God, what a great question.
Is that J Hammer?
Wow. All right. So I can't really talk about. There's no formula per se to backing up fiddle tunes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you just a single example of what I might do.
If there's no formula, what's the basic thought
I'm
process?
going to show you.
Yeah.
So, if I was playing a bluegrass number, I would stay in standard tuning. If I'm not doing that, I would probably go into Dad Fad.
Dad Fad. Not Dad Gad,
No.
Dad Fad. You got more options.
I got that beautiful third in there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what this does is it gives me all kinds of options, and this formula is the bass line.
Yeah. Because you're walking around, right, with the tune.
So I'm walking bass lines.
And you got the open chord underneath it. Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta remember what tuning you're in.
Right.
It's all based on the bass line.
Right. You're just walking up and down following the tune.
And there's only 2 or 3 shapes that I'm
Right.
using, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice one.
Yeah, it creates the tension,
It's a great tension
Yeah.
chord, right?
and then you can resolve it back
You
down.
can resolve it to
Right.
the minor.
Yeah.
So from the 4
Yeah.
to the E minor or B minor. There's all those ones too.
Yeah.
You get that big bottom, right?
Yeah.
So that's just one example of how I do fiddle backup.
Yeah.
Recorded it like that. I've played it live like that, and it's all based on moving bass lines, 2 or 3 chord shapes, and you really have to know the tunes.
And the open chord is important under it, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's
you're
the big
simplifying.
drone.
You're simplifying your job. It is a drone.
Yep.
Because it's kind of like the pipes, right?
Yeah. And it creates
In reverse,
tension.
yeah.
It creates tension when you move off the 1 and you play the 4 and the 5.
Yeah.
If you're in D, if you're playing A and G, but that D and A note keeps ringing all the time.
Yeah.
So it keeps a tension
Yeah.
within a 3-chord tune, right? But the
I never noticed, but does Dave get out of Dad Gad and
he
go
does
to
both.
Dad Fad?
No, he does Dad Gad. He does Dad Gad and open G.
So just do that as a comparison. Because
See-
you had the third in there in Dad Fad, which
Yeah.
creates the constant sort of tension and the
So-
motion.
So that's Dad Fad.
Fad.
Dad Fad.
Yeah.
Which is basically an open E chord,
Right.
right? So if I was going to play an open G, which happens a lot because this would be B flat. there's your open G.
Yeah.
The chord shapes are the same.
Yeah.
There's that chord again,
Yeah.
right? It's even the same shape.
Yeah.
It's just one set of strings
See,
lower, right?
that's classic Dave right there, right?
So it's the same idea, exactly.
Yeah. But just without the influence of the third.
exactly. Even in
Yeah.
the third, it becomes the open B.
Yeah.
The B goes, the B string goes back up to its B note.
Right.
There's your third.
Yeah.
And then your other third is on the A string.
Yeah.
Because you dropped your A
It's
down
a
to G.
it's a little
right?
sweeter sounding.
It is. It's prettier.
Yeah, it's prettier. It's
Way
more
prettier.
romantic.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
way. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Dad Fad.
Creates the
it's
tension.
harsher.
Yeah.
It's harsher and
Yeah.
dirtier and dangerous.
Yeah.
And the open G is like beautiful and lush.
Yeah.
So you'd play.
It's like a Scottish lass
It
on a
is
spring morning.
It's
You
naked.
can't have a little lamb in the kitchen, Mary.
Yeah, exactly. So that's important, right? It's for the first thing overall is you really need to know the tunes.
To be able to follow it.
Yeah, I'm a fiddler, so I know the tunes.
Yeah.
I know where they go because I can play them on the fiddle. But there comes a point where you can fake it through any tune if you just keep your ears open.
You know where it's going.
Right.
Yeah.
There, people get really uptight and concerned about how to back up fiddle music, but the fact of the matter is there's only a dozen progressions.
Right.
You know, there really isn't that many progressions for fiddle tunes. They all follow a general pattern.
Set pattern, yeah.
You
And they
know?
move around.
Yeah.
And they change key, but they do
You know,
all.
G, 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 A minor, D.
Yeah.
G, 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 C, D, G. Then the B section might be something else,
Yeah.
but it's still following that general principle. And the only time you get messed up is when you start getting into really difficult tunes that are cool as hell. And you've got to fight a bit to find out the reason they're so cool and difficult is because they don't follow that chord progression.
Or they change rhythmically
Exactly.
in
At a
sync,
different
into a
place.
syncopated manner.
Right.
And then it's kind of like all bets are off.
That's right.
Yeah.
They don't change the same place.
Right. Every time.
And that makes them really good to listen to.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, I didn't expect that. And but the other thing you got to remember about fiddle tunes is they are the most fucking repetitive thing in the planet.
They are, but they're not if
Yeah.
you know what you're listening
Yeah.
for. Right. Yeah.
But even if you don't know the tune,
Yeah.
it's going to be the same every time.
Yeah.
The guy plays it 3 times, it's
Yeah.
never going to change.
Right.
Huh. Like, how hard is that, right?
Yeah.
That's if you hear it once and miss it, you get most of it the second time, but the third time you have it all. That's the secret,
I love
right?
hearing fiddle tunes accompanied by guitar even more than fiddle tunes accompanied by piano.
Me too.
Yeah.
I find, and I now don't take offense because there's some great piano players out
God.
there.
Yeah.
But I find piano playing for fiddle music completely one-dimensional.
It's just, to me, it's just a wash.
It's just a
where
wash
the
of
guitars.
The
The
guitar,
guitar has
movement.
It does, yeah. It has
has
and it has
movement.
definition that the piano just can't have. Because
exactly.
the two instruments are so far apart between piano and fiddle, but
Yeah.
they're so much closer between guitar and fiddle.
The thing that really bothers me about the two things is that the reason piano becomes so monotonous is because it has a sustain pedal.
Yeah.
And a lot of players ride the shit out of that, which just creates this huge Phil Spector bullshit wall of sound. Guitar player doesn't have a sustain pedal.
No.
When he changes, there's a breath.
It's done.
right?
Yeah.
There's a breath.
There's a
in the
delineation
changes.
between. Yeah.
And that opens up the space for the melody
Yeah.
of the fiddler. The fiddler has air and breath. With a piano, you're just playing against a giant wall of sound. And if the piano player is no good, you're finished.
Well,
it's
also,
all over. Right?
also a lot of the piano in the top hand, like the bass is one thing, but in the top hand, it's competing directly in the same soundscape as the fiddle is, whereas the guitar actually is not.
And doesn't.
Yeah.
And the other competition in the right hand is the syncopation
Right.
of the melody.
Yeah.
It's against it, right?
It is.
And the way Cape Breton players play, it's always against. It's always syncopated, which makes the fiddler have to play in these blocks of perfect rhythm.
Right.
Which is great for dances.
Yeah.
But if you want to play the fiddle, like as an art form, not for dancing, but for listening, and to show the emotion that a tune elicits in you as a player.
Yeah.
Playing with a piano player is deadly because you can't do it. You have to stay.
You're boxed in.
You're boxed in.
Yeah.
You can't step outside of the rhythm of the one measure. Maybe you want to do a slur or hold a note a little bit longer over the edge of a measure.
But it's going to get wiped out with the piano.
It's going to get wiped out. The piano just erases all of it because it's a steady wall of rhythm and sound.
We've never talked about this before.
Yeah, it's pretty
but
cool.
It's
so great question.
Yeah.
And I know, Ian, that demonstration was like way too short and way too vague. But I did show you both tunings that I like to use for fiddle music, which is Dad Fad. Yeah. The G goes down to an F sharp, not stay on G. Yeah. And then open G is D, G, D, G, B, D. Right, in case you don't know what that is. And both of those tunings have unique chord shapes and identical chord shapes, which are just one set of strings lower than the other, or higher, right? So once you find the voicings, they work in both tunings. Plus, there's really cool individual voicings for each tuning. Yeah.
And the key changes are easy with the capo.
They are. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That's why I was saying.
Yeah. Well, like last weekend, or was it last weekend, or was it the weekend before?
I think it was the weekend before.
Weekend before.
Yeah.
We were witnessing guitar with a fiddle, and the capo was flying all over
up and down the neck.
Yeah, during the set
tune.
Of tunes.
Yeah,
right.
So yeah,
which is magic for us.
Yeah,
that are used to it.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome question.
It is. Next.
Super chat from Sarah and James Nelson.
Sarah and James, they're back again.
I didn't get to see you Thursday after the show, but thank you for the opportunity. It was a lot of fun to play a couple tunes with you, James.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Good night.
Super chat from Jamie Reed.
Jamie Reed.
Oh, that's new.
Hardly.
Happy Wednesday, brother.
He says, Jesus, these are some strong painkillers. Nice jumpers.
How's your drink?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too.
I want to try some more of that, though.
Okay.
Good. Next.
A super chat from Acoustic Guitar Canada.
Acoustic Guitar Canada, thank you very much.
Thinking of learning to hybrid pick. Good idea? Or should I continue to try to improve flat picking and finger picking?
I always tell everybody the same thing. You should learn both things and learn them well. Learn flat picking well and fingerstyle well. And then hybrid picking, flat pick with your other fingers makes more sense. Because if you're already used to fingerstyle and can really get around it very, very well, having to lose this finger when you're holding a pick, making the knowledge pass over one set of fingers is way easier. So if you want a hybrid pick, it gets a lot easier if you already know what these three fingers do.
Right.
Then you know what these three will do. Right.
And you transfer down.
And you just transfer down a finger.
Yeah.
So that's my suggestion to you. I would never tell somebody to just go halfway down the road of either style. And even in my online school, I don't do that. It's like, okay, here's flat picking. This is how it works. But here's fingerstyle.
Right.
It's equally as important because without the fingerstyle, you've lost this huge history of the guitar. Right. There's certain things you can't do on the
But
guitar.
I think some people's brains are predisposed to one style over the other.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can't get finger
Absolutely.
style at all,
Yeah.
but I can noodle around with finger picking.
Right.
Because rhythmically that makes sense to me.
Right. And you'll find that. And you'll gravitate to one style or the other.
Right.
But at a certain point in time, you always run into the Swiss Army knife dilemma. I need to be able to do this other
Right.
thing to do this thing I want to play.
Right.
So I gotta be
It's
able
a
to.
utility.
I have to pull that blade out of the knife.
It's a utility.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's so you can if you may gravitate to flat picking, finger style, either one. Get really good at one of them, and then
Add the other
and
in.
then add the other in, and then you could add. It's easier to add a hybrid idea to the mix once you know one part of the hybrid really well, whether it's flat picking or 3-finger style. Right?
Yeah. That's a good question.
It is a great question. Good ones this week. Timber.
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 Kurt Timber.
Kurt Timber.
We have a super chat from Stephen Baker.
Stephen Backer.
There's Sudsy.
The saddle on my
Is he
Boucher.
drowning in a tepid pool of his own filth this
I
evening?
think he might be.
Probably.
Is he blowing the suds of destiny off his own nutsack?
Sons of Destiny.
Off his own nutsack. There you go.
Send
Wow. Wow.
Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Sudsy.
Go ahead, caller.
The saddle on my Boucher is not compensated. Every other guitar has a compensated saddle. Why not? How do they do this?
All has to do with the construction of the guitar, the way the bridge and saddle are placed, and whether or not it actually needs compensation.
Yeah. In other words, the intonation is damn near perfect.
Yes. It means the intonation is so perfect on Boucher guitars, because none of mine are compensated either. And that has to do with proprietary details I can't share. And they have to
And they're hard to explain.
and they have to do with it. Well, they're not. They don't. This is not public knowledge. It has to do with the neck block, the neck joint. That the intonation of Boucher guitars is so perfect, more perfect than just about any instrument I've ever played. It's frightening how right to this 18th fret, everything is still in tune, no matter where you fret it, where you play it. And that's why there's no compensation on the saddle.
And it's hilarious that an instrument that, like, physically, I'm sure to me and Ginger, because we're math heads and physics heads, it's just distance and frequency and divisions and
That's
stuff.
right.
But because of music
Yeah.
and the way basically the circle of fifths works, you have that B string,
Yeah.
which is kind of like
A third instead of a fourth.
the red-headed stepchild of the whole mix.
Or fifth, I mean.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Ginger. Sorry, Ginger. But it's amazing to me, like, that who figured out the compensated saddle,
Well,
right? Like, it was a necessity somewhere, and it's still used. I won't say as a crutch, but like some guitars don't need it, and some
don't.
guitars really do need it.
Yeah, and it really is like compensating the B string is solely because it's tuned at a third,
Yeah,
and so when you fret it to get a fifth out of it,
yeah. You're
to
bending
get,
it.
to get D to G, that's a fifth or a fourth. D, G, A, B, C, D. Yeah, it's a fifth.
Yeah.
And so to get that fifth, what ends up happening is when you fret the B string, it sharps it.
Mm-hmm.
So the D note is sharp.
Yeah,
So again, this is an old question I've talked about before, but it's also
Tempering.
quite important. Is temperance,
Yeah.
right? So the way most guitars are tempered, I can tell you exactly what it is. Most people won't say this, or they don't notice it. But here is how a guitar is tempered. A normal guitar, if you tune each string to 440,
Yeah.
dead on,
Yeah.
the temperance is as follows: the big E string has to come down 2%,
Yeah. 2 cents.
and the B string has to come down about 3 to get it to be in tune when you fret it.
Yeah.
And when you play an E chord, it'll be out of tune.
Mm-hmm.
But a G and D and C will be.
Yeah.
Relatively.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Robin's,
the higher up you play it,
the worse it gets.
right.
Robin's guitars
Yeah.
tune every string to 440.
Yeah.
The only thing that happens is the little E comes up 1%.
Yeah, just a fraction.
That's bizarre. It's the only
Mm-hmm.
guitar I've ever played that's like that. The B string, if it's 440 at B and you fret it, it's 440 D.
Mm-hmm.
That's not possible, but he does it.
Mm-hmm.
And the E string has to be sharped so that the G note on it is in tune.
Now, do you temper the E or do you
Nope.
pull it?
No, I temper it. It has to be tuned.
You
You don't.
temper it. Okay.
You don't want a situation on your guitar where because I
Yeah.
can because I've been doing it for so long. So you have two choices of temperament. That's a great point.
Yeah.
You have two choices of temperament. You can either play the note out of tune and press down harder on it, or stretch it slightly,
or bend it
to
yeah.
get it to be where it should be.
Yeah.
Or you tune it out of tune,
Yeah.
so that when you stretch it or when you hit it, it's
Yeah.
in tune.
So
So that's the there's so many trade-offs,
Right.
right? And the worse the guitar is, the more the trade-offs.
right, and it's more
Right.
work because because we've known each other so long, and when I'm watching you playing, I can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I can see you sometimes bending
Yeah.
because the guitar isn't tempered properly.
That's right. So
because
I'm
the climate,
slightly-
the stage has changed.
Yeah.
You're playing it. It's the strings have physically warmed up. The lights are on. It's changing
Everything's
on stage,
loose.
and all of a sudden you'll be bending, and then you'll jump off and you'll
And
temper
tune it while I'm playing.
while you're playing, right?
So yeah,
Yeah.
he's
It's
right
a-
on the money.
That's a
Right
great
on the money.
That's a great question.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
It led into some good stuff there. Yeah. Okay, next.
A super chat from Jim Hanlon.
Jimmy
Jimmy-
Triple J, Jimmy Hanlon Triple J.
The Triple J.
And-
The J
and
man.
Our best wishes to Rita. Now she's recovering
Mm-hmm.
from some things, and we love her, and I'm glad she's okay. So
Miss
Thoughts?
Jimmy.
thoughts and hearts go out to her.
Yeah. Did he
What did he say?
say
He
anything?
says, easy way to cure the fruit flies is a bowl of wine corks on your table. Hello,
Yeah.
Ginger, JP, and Chris.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Or a bowl of cider vinegar or just vinegar covered in saran wrap with some fork holes in it.
Yeah, also a bowl of napalm.
Yeah.
You just throw a match in
A
when
nice
they're over
bonfire will
Yeah.
also
Or a
fix it.
blowtorch.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we just burn the building down.
Yeah.
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 Nerked.
Thanks
Right
for
on.
that, there, Einstein.
Nerked. Nerked.
Kerr?
Super
Nerds.
chat from
Car-
Ted Whitmore.
Next. Car next. What is it?
Carvana.
Ginger? Sorry, baby.
No, super chat from Ted Whitmore.
Ted Whitmore. I
Oh,
haven't heard-
baby. Oh, baby. I
Man.
love you, baby.
Ted Whitmore. I
Oh,
haven't heard
baby.
from
Thanks, baby.
Hey.
Oh, baby.
Don't make it weird, Chris.
Ted Whitmore.
I did.
How you doing, buddy? My eyes are on you. What do you got?
Did my first gig, a one-hit wonder at a memorial for a fallen friend. Not a crying eye in the whole crowd. Does this count as a success?
There was not a crying eye?
That's what it says.
Well, I really don't believe that causing people to cry is a metric for the success of a gig.
Yeah. But if was it at a funeral?
He said it was a memorial for a
Yeah,
fallen
memorial.
friend.
I wouldn't even. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah.
That because you didn't move anybody, that you didn't do a good job. But
That's not true.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Some people, especially if it's a fallen, you said it was a fallen comrade. I'm assuming that most of these people at this memorial were military. These people are
Well, he
tough
said
as
friend.
tough as nails. So,
Or people tend to bottle the shit up.
yeah,
at that,
or you hit it right at the edge of where
Yeah.
people just absorbed it and was kind of in shock, or you sucked.
Yeah. You could have really blown the
You
chowder.
really,
Yeah.
just really shit the bed, Ted.
Totally shit the bed. Like
Yeah.
burn the mattress.
That's
Yeah,
Shit the bed.
the bed, traipsed it all through the house.
Yeah.
The cat slipped
Yeah.
in it. Like just
I would back over your guitar
yeah,
tonight.
the
right
mailman
after the show.
won't come to your house anymore because the place smells like shit.
Or come here
Like-
and visit us and do the
Yeah.
same tune, and we'll tell you how you
That's
did.
right.
Yeah.
No, but don't let any of that West.
No.
Don't even let that's not a consideration.
Yeah, it's not. That's not an indicator gig.
I have done songs on stage that I thought I'm gonna kill everybody in this audience right now, and I looked out across the audience and they're all there picking their nose and looking at their watches and they didn't even hear what I was doing. Like, oh, whatever, he's whatever.
Yeah, audiences are.
And I
are
they're
strange.
pouring my balls out just like, and they didn't do anything. So like, don't even.
Not a metric.
Not a metric.
Yeah.
Love you. 10 Whitmore.
Super chat from Ralph Prosha.
Oh, Ralph's back.
Ralphie.
How you doing, buddy?
Ralph Malf.
Ralph Malf Prosha.
Where was that from, Ralph Malf?
Happy Days.
It is, isn't it?
We're the only ones in the room that remember that show.
Ginger doesn't even remember it.
No, Ginger doesn't remember anything.
Ginger would be the Fonz if she was
she
anybody.
was born in like 2009.
Hey.
What?
Wow, creepy.
No. No.
Well, her interest in
Proves that she's the math head and you are not.
Yeah, good counting.
her interest in general knowledge art television only started in 2010.
Why is there a cloud of fruit flies in here?
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but
Oh, yeah.
never mind. Okay,
Anyway.
go ahead.
He says, love my Boucher Studio Goose and my Gallagher G45s.
Yeah.
And it's all your
Ooh.
fault. Thanks.
Whoa, what a team.
Sweet.
What
Yeah.
was it? A Boucher
Studio Goose.
Studio
Yeah,
Goose?
and a Gallagher.
Gallagher G45.
Wow, your
Oh,
guitar collection
hey.
is off to a poor start.
Yeah, you've really got to reconsider what you're buying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to send some doctors to your house.
Yeah.
You get a guitarectomy.
Yeah.
You clearly need a Gallagher injection.
Indicates some pretty poor taste.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed in
Holy.
you, man.
Wow.
Man, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What were you thinking? Why
Yeah.
didn't you buy a Denver?
Yeah. Over in Esteban.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Why didn't you get your guitar from Zellers? Zellers is coming back.
No.
Yes, they're
No.
reopening.
No.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where my first guitar came from, was Zellers.
Where did you guys hear this?
$62.95.
On the news.
Yeah,
do you
Zellers
mean?
is coming back. Hudson's Bay bought it, and they're reopening them.
Reopen
All right,
Zellers.
Ginger.
We're going to go for
Now
breakfast.
we're going to go back
Ginger.
to the skillet.
And that was what I was going to say. If
Yes.
Zellers is opening, you and I are going to see Joanne
Yeah.
and Mary,
And Mary.
in Sydney for breakfast.
And we're going to the skillet.
And we're going to the
Oh,
skillet.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Next.
We have a highlighted chat from Cam McMaster.
Clam disaster. Clammy, clam.
Mr. Electrode Boy himself makes an appearance.
Clam.
How you doing, brother?
Love
Good to hear
you.
ya.
What are you doing, buddy?
He says, "G'day, Ginger and Garth number 1 and Garth number 2."
Garth
Garth number 1, Garth number
Number
2.
two.
Well, yeah, you
Yep.
do kind of have a...
We know a Garth, and
You do kind of
it's-
have a Garthy hat
that's
on.
confusing.
Not
Yeah,
that
not
Garth.
really.
Just saying hello to everyone from the longest running member of the Master Guitar Head clan.
There you go, buddy.
It's
Cheers
true.
to you.
Cheers
Love
to you,
ya.
brother.
You should get some
26
kind of
months.
award, but you won't.
He's not here for a barbecue
I'm
this
just
summer.
going to
What
send
the
you a
hell?
dog turd in a styrofoam cup with a toothpick in it.
What?
A dog turd in a styrofoam cup
With a toothpick in
with a
it.
toothpick in it.
That's your award for... I love you, brother.
Wow.
That is
I'm glad you're up and around.
Yes, sir.
Because you had us a bit worried.
Yeah.
Next. Next.
You done?
I'm just
Yeah.
searching my bag here. Oh, there it is.
A super chat from Jeff Gallant.
Ooh, Monsieur Gallant.
Sugar Land?
Monsieur Clam. Just tempering this.
Let's do it.
See that?
Yep.
This guitar actually tempers a bit like Robin's. These reissue Epiphones are just stupid. I don't know why I did this. I just wanted to go.
Now, if you move that up, say 4 frets with the capo,
I'd be Dave Gunning.
yeah. But what would it do to that guitar?
Nothing.
It would stay right where you
It
put
would
it.
stay right where you put it because modern guitars, like that one, that is made. That guitar is built in.
It's line built.
It's line built in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Under Epiphone's guidance and Gibson's guidance, and the type of math that they're using for those guitars.
Well, the precision of how it's cut.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no room for mistake.
And that's the
There's CNC and everything.
Right.
The math is solid.
and that's the difference between a line built guitar and a boutique guitar, a hand
Exactly.
built guitar.
So this guitar is
Not that one is better than the other in any one case,
no.
but they're a different
you can
animal.
you can be sure that Robin Boucher's guitar is going to be beyond perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And this guitar, because of where it is in the echelon of Epiphone, where they're
Mm-hmm. and
doing
how it was built.
the IBGs and the
Yeah.
reissues, they're taking 1,000 times more
Caution,
care,
yeah.
caution. So the guitars
The
coming
materials
out,
aren't as great.
Nope.
but
the way they're put
the
together,
way they're put together and produced is
Damn.
is the difference.
I love this guitar,
Yeah.
and you might as well know that the big review that's coming out Friday is on Epiphone and Gibson guitars and the reissues and I've already done inspired by Gibson
Yeah.
videos. Epiphone's killing it because they're making instruments that are at a price point that are affordable for everyone.
Yeah.
That deliver an instrument that's just stupid.
That's
It's just ridiculous
Yeah.
how nice that guitar is for $1,200. I mean, get it out of town.
It's better than the other choice.
Yes,
Wink, wink.
it is, and I said that in the video. You know, you can buy a bigger name, bigger price tag, bigger everything.
Yeah.
Potentially have an heirloom instrument. That's fine, but it's only potential.
Yeah.
This, you pull that down for $1,200. You know what you're getting.
Being number 2 is not a bad thing.
It's all solid, all solid mahogany, all solid mean maple. I mean, you just can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, yeah, the way that they're built is pretty safe. You're not going to have any problem.
Amen to that, Hoss.
Amen to that, Hoss.
Throw another log on the
Because
fire.
when you rip into that turkey in the straw and all the notes ain't in tune, and all the women's folks start looking at you and snickering in the dance hall, and then the good old
But
boys,
then dang
good
old ain't
old
no
boys take
good-
you outside and knock your hat in the
You
creek.
did take you out there back behind the outhouse
Yeah,
there, and they
man.
bang on
Yeah,
on your
man,
head
you-
and beat you senseless down.
don't
down
get to go back
get
inside and
no
have
dinner,
any of that
then you
apple
gotta
pie.
Sleep in the shed at
Just
night.
make
Dang
your
old-
tongue slap your brains out.
Where's it
All
going?
of that stuff.
Dang old.
Next.
Well, we didn't actually get to Jeff's question.
Oh, Jeff.
Well,
Okay, there you go.
here we
Sorry,
go.
there you go,
Monsieur
buddy.
Gallant, welcome.
He says, Big John, Brother
Yes, sir.
Joe and I have a request.
Who?
Joe,
Oh, my brother Joe. Cool.
can you play mandolin and have Chris sing Tiptoe Through the Tulips for us?
Two.
Damn, that would go well with those spiffy outfits.
I actually don't have a mandolin handy, so otherwise I would.
Can you play Tiptoe Through the Tulips on the guitar?
Yeah, no, don't think so.
We'll work that up.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah,
for
we'll
you
work
next
that
week.
all up for you.
Because
Yeah.
next week we're coming on
Yeah.
naked.
Sit right where you are and keep watching until next week, and we'll have that ready.
Megan's found how to put those black bars
Tiny
across
Tim,
things. Yeah.
Do you know the story of Tiny
Oh,
Tim?
hell yeah.
He was one.
You know what?
Dude.
He died on stage
Yeah.
in front
Heart
of everyone.
attack.
What a
That's
sad story that is.
yeah.
Yeah. Drop dead right in the middle of its Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Oh, no.
Blap. Next.
Super chat from Tim Bennett.
Tim Bennett.
Hey.
He says, Namaste from New Delhi. Nice
Attaboy.
hat, fellas.
Wicked, love you, buddy.
New Delhi.
Okay.
Nice one, Tim.
How many more super chats we got?
That's the end of the super chats.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Somebody's making an exit.
let's
It
have
is.
let's have
It's
let's
5-2.
have the question. The question is
You uncomfortable?
no. Are you?
Just relax a little bit, okay?
Are you playing with my chest hair?
No, I'm playing with your top on. Just relax a little bit.
Are you like trying
There.
to expose me
You got
to
your
the public?
Here, you get your bra on too tight there. Okay? just there, see? Let it breathe. It's
So-
5-2.
So the question.
You're cheating the audience.
No, I'm not. The show is over in 4 minutes. It's going to take that long to get all this done, and I might just do. You never know what I'm about to do.
You should play that maple. They want to see it again.
The what?
The Boucher.
Play the Boucher.
I don't have a Boucher.
No, it's not in the rack.
Where is it?
Oh God, no, it's put away.
Oh, it's put away and I can't get to
Yeah,
it.
it's never,
I can't.
Never,
I don't even
can't
know
take
where
any
it is.
guitars.
It's
in
in
there.
the- it's in
God, I
somewhere
can't
there.
go and find a guitar right now.
So-
Lord God. This is only a music channel. What are you
So
doing?
what are you doing? What are you doing?
Heaven forbid
cold.
we remove a
No,
guitar
it's
from a
not
case.
cold
I
in here.
like
It's
that.
sweltering in
I
here.
like that. These are really comfortable. I'm going to wear this all the time.
What are you talking about?
Let me tweedledee
Anyhow.
tweedledum.
So the question should be,
Should be.
let's have is there another question? Because I don't have a question. Just read a
that's
random shit comment that people are like picking on.
There are no shit comments.
Okay.
There was one about which wood projects the best.
Well, that's a
Somewhere.
good question. All right. Well, we'll end with that one.
Wait,
So-
wait a sec. Projects best or sounds best?
No projects.
Projects
Projects.
best.
In my
Find it
opinion,
here.
my opinion is
Projects best? That's a complex. It's not one wood though. That's not a one wood question.
yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's a combination
Yeah,
of the
if you
sides
do it-
and the back.
No. Well, that's what we're talking about.
I know, but it's a combination of two different woods.
So what we're talking about basically is I'm not even going to go. We're not talking about Brazilian. We're talking about just regular woods, right? So rosewood, maple, or mahogany. Those are the three natural choices for guitars. The ones you're going to find the most.
We're not
Right.
talking about find the most. The question was what wood projects
But
the
that's
best.
but that's what I'm saying. I'm setting out the metrics. So
Babinga.
rosewood, maple.
Babinga is
No.
the answer.
No,
Yep.
no,
Yep.
no.
Yep.
It's too warm.
No.
It's too warm.
No. It's got way more tone.
But is tone the same as projection?
Well, tone creates projection.
Babinga.
So
Same as in a drum. A set of Babinga drums is magical. Effing magical. And a Babinga.
okay, it may be, but I have to go with rosewood,
Okay.
and the reason is because of my Bouchers.
Yes, but
My rocket-
rosewood is not just rosewood. There's
My-
so many different.
Well, I'm talking about
variations.
I don't care about the variations because they're out of the league of most people's bank accounts. So Indian rosewood is what we're talking about, not Brazilian, not any of that shit, because it's too expensive. Nobody can afford it. So Indian rosewood, my rocket, the BG 52, I think it is, that guitar, you can hear it from 100 feet away in
Yeah.
a festival.
Yep. The guitar
But
over the BA.
But something you said earlier, I now have to admit is true. The reason it projects so much is because it has an Adirondack torrified top,
on it.
right?
Yes, it's a combination of the two.
So yeah, you're right.
It's
I have
like
to
how
give it,
it-
I have to give it to you.
It's like how a cedar top, with the softness of the cedar, romanticizes the guitar,
Rosewood,
no matter
right?
what the rest of the body is,
Right.
because it tempers it, and it's an entirely different use of the word temper.
Yep.
But it tempers the sides
Yep.
and the back.
Yeah, it tones them down.
Yeah.
It controls them.
The
And-
cedar does. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're
It's
right.
a hard question.
It's not answerable.
No.
Because because it's like a math problem. So you have perhaps 6 types of tops.
Yeah.
You have cedar, you have Sitka, Engelmann, raw red spruce, Adirondack,
Yeah.
even Koa
top.
Koa tops.
Yeah.
And then you have the 20 or so known like
Side and backs.
side and backs.
Yeah.
So there's the math of how many combinations
Whether
that
the
is,
top is torrified or not
and
also
and
is huge.
you're bracing the
Yeah.
thickness of the top.
Yeah, it's
the
unanswerable.
age of the wood in the back and sides. Yeah, it's not answerable.
We're unanswering the question as we
I
go.
think
Sam
that
says morning wood.
what?
Who?
Sam says
Morning
morning
wood.
Yeah, that's some penetration there.
Oh,
Projection. We're going for projection.
oh, did you say?
So the question for the end of the show tonight is where, and I've used this before, I've just thrown it out there because it happened tonight.
Yeah.
Where is the shop? Where is Robin Boucher's shop located? I need the name of the town and the province. Where does Robin Boucher create his magic.
De Provence
magic
is
guitars.
easy, eh?
Yeah, Le Provence.
Yeah, some
Not-
difficulty with your
Yeah,
emphasis,
yeah,
eh?
some emphasis difficulty there. Yeah, it's not a big. Yeah, we know what province. What is the name of the town?
La Belle Provence,
La
eh?
Belle Provence. Yeah. And we are getting right close. This is actually the last night.
On this page.
Yep. Next week, I'm going to be making announcements about what the prizes are going to be because we're only 10 people away
Yeah.
from having 50 contestants in the draw this year. Or this, yeah, I should say this year. We won't have another one until next spring. So
Sudsy's been very quiet tonight.
he must be.
Do you think his bath is cold?
sudsing.
The
Yeah,
temperature's
he
off?
must be having a hard time blowing all the suds off his
No.
his governor's satchel.
The Admiral's going burst.
Easy children. Easy children.
He must be trying hard to find the bottom of his library satchel.
Yeah, maybe the eel's trying to escape the fishbowl.
Yeah, it's a good possibility that the earthworm has been caught by the bird.
Do I have to play the little hamster noise?
The little hamster noise.
What's a little hamster
The one
sound
that,
like?
like the error pattern noise?
Do I smell burnt gerbil?
Okay, answers.
Okay.
Yes, we have some.
Okay, who are they?
Let's see. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Boucher sur Mer.
Yes,
Quebec?
it is.
That's Flying Curls.
Ooh,
Flying curls.
now that's not something I'm familiar with at all. We flying
What is-
curls. Flying curls. Oh, it's 31. She's already in there, or he.
Okay. The second one on my list is John Sobzak.
Oh, that's
That's a
pretty
name I've
sure
met
that's
before.
here. He's here too. John Sajak. No, he's not.
No?
No,
All right.
he didn't get on yet. Delory. John, you're number 39.
There you go.
Okay.
John Sobzak.
How do you spell that, Ginger?
SOBZAC.
This would be, yep.
Cool. Right on, brother.
Nice.
If you want to send us a quick email at jpcormier38@gmail.com, we'll find you. Don't worry.
Yep.
You're going to get found when we make the draw. And who's number 40?
With the right answer, and next is Neil Hudson.
Neil Hudson. Neil
I'll take the spelling error.
Neil Hudson. Neil Hudson's number 40.
Nice. 10
Cool.
away.
Yep.
10 away.
We are going to be getting our partners to help with this time's draw because we did almost get in some trouble with just shipping stuff out of the country.
Yeah.
So we're going to have whoever wins these prizes, we're going to have people on both sides of the border and in Europe to make sure that shit can go where it
It
has
got
to go.
incredibly complex.
It got really scary.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the winner last year was in Calgary, or we'd have been fried.
There might be
So-
different prizes depending on where you live.
So we may end up
Yeah.
developing. This year's this one's going to be way more
we
exciting.
were lucky it was Blair.
Yep. It's going to be way more exciting because we're actually going to develop several prize packages based on geography.
Where you are.
On
Yeah.
geography.
Yeah.
Plus some things directly from me. I've got
Some used
things.
underwear. I mean, some used guitar stuff.
I'm going to possibly give clothing away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe one of these onesies.
Yeah.
No, I'm never giving these away.
What are you talking about? You're not giving your hat away.
No, I'm not giving my hat away.
All right. Fine then.
No, I'm
Fine.
not giving
Be
my
that
hat
way.
away.
What are we doing next?
Well, we're just going to listen to Chopin.
That'd be good for a change. I'm more Mozart, but I'll do
Good night,
the Chopin.
everybody. As we listen to Chopin.
Chopin. Susie's favorite artist. Chopin.
Chopin?
Yeah.
Figures.
Doodly doodly dood dood dood. Chopping the broccoli.
String Theory. Don't miss us next week.
Hey,
we'll be
next
back.
week. Are we here next week?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.